In a world obsessed with likes, followers, and approval, it's easy to forget a truth that Stoics, philosophers, and great thinkers have understood for centuries. Freedom doesn't come from what others think of you. It comes from mastering your own mind. Every time you chase validation from someone else, you give away a piece of your power. Every time you shape your decisions around what others might think, you become weaker, anxious, and reactive. Imagine building your life around other people's opinions. Every smile, every comment, every subtle critique is a weight on your shoulders. You feel joy when praised, fear when criticized, and despair when ignored. And no matter how much approval you collect, it is never enough. The more you depend on external praise, the less control you have over your own happiness. The Stoics teach us that external things, wealth, fame, recognition, approval, are not truly yours. What is yours is your effort, your discipline, your choices. This is where freedom begins. When you shift your focus inward, when you base your sense of worth on your own values, thoughts, and actions, you become untouchable. You become immune to the chaos of opinions, the highs and lows of praise and criticism. It's not easy. It goes against everything society teaches you. From childhood, we are conditioned to seek approval. Good grades, compliments, likes on a photo, validation for our achievements. But the price of this constant external dependence is high. Anxiety, stress, low self-esteem, and shallow confidence are the hidden cost. So how do you stop living for others and start living for yourself? How do you reclaim your mind and find true freedom? Here are 5 powerful ways. 1. Recognize the trap of external validation. The first step is awareness. Understand that when you crave approval, you are giving your power away. Every thought like, "What will they think?" or "Will they like me?" is a chain that binds you. The world will never be enough. Someone will always criticize you. Someone will always doubt you. And sometimes, people will approve only when it serves them. Think about the people who appear confident and free. You know what separates them from the rest? They stopped asking for permission to be themselves. They stopped shaping their actions around others' expectations. Their happiness, their energy, their choices are their own. And that makes them unstoppable. To practice this, start noticing when your decisions are influenced by others. Small choices, what to wear, what to say, even what to post online, are often driven by seeking approval. Recognize the pattern. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. 2. Anchor your worth internally. Once you see the trap, the next step is to anchor your sense of self-worth internally. Your value is not determined by applause, compliments, or social media likes. Your value is determined by your actions, your integrity, your growth, and your dedication to your principles. Take a moment to reflect. What kind of person do you want to be? What values matter most to you? Courage, honesty, discipline, kindness, resilience. These are things no one can take away. When your sense of worth is tied to these internal principles rather than the approval of others, your mind becomes unshakable. Praise may come, criticism may come, but neither will define you. A simple exercise. Every morning, write down one thing you did yesterday that aligns with your values. Not what others noticed, not what was praised, but what you did right. Over time, this builds a foundation of self-trust that is stronger than any external validation. 3. Practice the art of selective attention. Your mind is a fortress. Not everything deserves entry. Praise, criticism, gossip, and idle opinions, these are distractions. The Stoics teach us to choose where to focus our attention. Imagine a baker perfecting their craft. They ignore the noise. They don't obsess over compliments or criticism. They focus on growth. You can treat your mind the same way. Guard it carefully. Feed it knowledge, inspiration, and constructive ideas. Don't let the negativity, the envy, or the opinions of others control your thoughts. One practical way. Every time you feel anxious about what someone might think, pause and ask yourself, does this matter to my growth? Does this align with my principles? If the answer is no, let it go. You are free to choose what enters your mind. 4. Embrace solitude and self-reflection. The loudest voices in the world often drown out your own. Social media, entertainment, work, endless notifications. They constantly demand attention. Solitude is where freedom is born. Spend time alone. Reflect, journal, meditate. Ask yourself the tough questions. Why am I doing this? Am I living for myself or for others? What truly matters? Silence is uncomfortable at first. Your mind will crave distraction. That's a good sign. It means you are breaking the habit of external dependence. Over time, you'll discover clarity, peace, and a deep understanding of who you are. This is internal validation in practice. 5. Sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term strength. Freedom isn't instant. It requires sacrifice. The habit of living for approval is comfortable. It's easy to follow the crowd, seek validation, and avoid criticism. But every time you choose internal validation over external praise, you strengthen your mind. Imagine a life where every action is guided by your values rather than fear of judgment. This takes courage, patience, and persistence. You will face criticism. You will be misunderstood. You may even lose friends. That's okay. True freedom isn't popular. It isn't easy. But it is worth it. This is the Stoic mindset. Sacrifice small comforts today to build resilience, strength, and autonomy for tomorrow. Every choice you make to prioritize your inner compass over external applause is a brick in the fortress of your freedom. Putting it all together. The journey to internal validation is a daily practice. It is not something you perfect in a week or a month. It is lifelong. But with each day, each choice, each moment of self-awareness, you reclaim your mind and your life. Recognize when you're seeking approval. Anchor your worth in internal values, not external applause. Protect your mind from unnecessary opinions and distractions. Spend time alone reflecting, journaling, and meditating. Sacrifice temporary comfort for long-term strength and autonomy. Over time, external validation will no longer dictate your emotions. You will feel a calm, unshakable confidence. You will act deliberately, not reactively. You will live freely. Remember, nobody can control your mind except you. Your thoughts, your values, your actions. These are yours. Treat them with respect. Guard them like a fortress. And watch as your freedom grows stronger every day. If you take just one lesson from this video, let it be this. Stop living for the approval of others and start living for yourself. And if you want more guidance on reclaiming your mind, building inner strength, and living a life of purpose, subscribe to the Stoic Mind and join us on this journey of mastery and freedom.